Welcome back to MVP Zone, your number one source for high-octane reviews, deep dives into motocross legends, and all things performance on two wheels. Today, we're diving into one of the most exciting and long-awaited revivals in the off-road motorcycle world, the 2025 Kawasaki KX500. That's right, the legendary two-stroke beast is back, and it's more refined, more powerful, and more aggressive than ever before. Whether you're a die-hard fan of the original or someone just now hearing about this monster, this is one ride you won't want to miss. The legacy of the KX500. Before we get into what makes the 2025 version so special, let's rewind for a moment and talk history. The original Kawasaki KX500 was introduced in the 1980s and became one of the most iconic 500 cubic centimeters two-stroke motocross bikes in history. Known for its brutal power delivery, bulletproof engine, and ability to dominate sand dunes and desert races, the KX500 earned a reputation as a no-nonsense machine built for serious riders. After it was discontinued in 2004, the KX500 developed an almost mythical status, with fans modifying and restoring old models for both racing and recreation. Kawasaki's decision to bring it back in 2025 wasn't just bold, it was a response to a growing wave of nostalgia and demand for raw, unfiltered performance. A modern two-stroke revival. So, what makes the 2025 KX500 different from its predecessor? First and foremost, this is no simple re-release. Kawasaki has essentially rebuilt the KX500 from the ground up while preserving the soul of the original. The new model retains the signature two-stroke, 500 cubic centimeters engine, but now it's fuel-injected, a huge leap forward in terms of performance, fuel efficiency, and emissions control. This fuel injection system smooths out the traditionally unpredictable power band of older two-strokes, delivering a more linear throttle response while still packing that same explosive punch that fans love. Kawasaki has also implemented modern ECU tuning, allowing for multiple engine maps. Riders can now switch between aggressive and moderate settings based on terrain, making the KX500 far more versatile than before. The addition of electronic power valve control further improves the engine's tractability, giving riders more low-end torque without sacrificing top-end scream. Chassis and suspension upgrades. The engine isn't the only component that's seen a major overhaul. The 2025 KX500 sits on an all-new aluminum perimeter frame derived from Kawasaki's current KX450 platform. This frame is lighter, more rigid, and better balanced than the steel frames of the past. The result? A bike that's more agile in tight corners, more stable at high speeds, and overall easier to handle, even with a 500 cubic centimeters heart-pounding under the seat. Kawasaki also spared no expense on suspension. The bike features the latest KYBAOS air separate, fork up front and a fully adjustable rear shock, both tuned specifically for the heavier and more powerful 500 cubic centimeters engine. Riders can expect better bottoming resistance, improved damping in rough terrain, and greater confidence in jumps and landings. Styling, ergonomics, and rider experience. Visually, the 2025 KX500 is a stunner. It blends retro cues, like a slightly more angular shroud and minimalist graphics, with sleek, modern motocross design. The bodywork is narrow, allowing for better grip with the knees, and the seat is flatter, helping riders shift weight more easily during aggressive riding. Kawasaki also took rider ergonomics seriously. The new KX500 comes with adjustable foot pegs and handlebars, allowing for a tailored fit regardless of rider size or style. The controls are intuitive and positioned for high-speed maneuvering, making the bike feel like an extension of the rider even when things get intense. Performance on the track and trail. So how does it ride? Test riders are already calling the 2025 KX500 one of the most thrilling off-road machines on the market. It rockets out of corners with arm-stretching power, eats up rough terrain like a champ, and remains surprisingly controllable thanks to its updated frame and suspension. Whether you're carving up sand dunes, racing enduro, or hitting your local MX track, the KX500 has the versatility to do it all. It's not a beginner bike, and it's not meant to be. This is a machine for experienced riders who want adrenaline, power, and a throwback to the golden age of two-strokes, but with modern-day refinement. Price, availability, and final thoughts. Kawasaki has announced that the 2025 KX500 will be available in limited numbers, with pre-orders opening in select markets. The expected MSRP hovers around $11,000, putting it in the premium category, but for what you're getting, most fans agree it's worth every penny. In the end, the 2025 Kawasaki KX500 isn't just a bike, it's a statement. A statement that two-strokes aren't dead. A statement that raw, real motocross power still has a place in a world increasingly dominated by electronics and quiet engines. And for the loyal fans who've been waiting over 2 decades? It's nothing short of a dream come true. That wraps up our in-depth look at the 2025 Kawasaki KX500. What do you think? Is this the comeback of the decade, or is 500 cubic centimeters just too wild for today's trails? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to MVP Zone, and turn on notifications so you never miss a throttle twisting update. Until next time, keep your revs high and your lines clean.